It's 9:53. Both the Big Tahunga fire and the Mount Baldy fire are fully controlled today, and U.S. forestry people say they'll begin reseeding the Colby Ranch area first thing in the morning. The two fires charred a total of 66,000 acres. Meantime, firefighters have spent most of the morning battling a major fire in a Glendale apartment building. Fire officials say the blaze broke out on the top floor of the four-story structure. It spread quickly to the roof. Glendale Fire Department responded to the alarm with 6 companies, but reports indicate the fire has engulfed most of that 35-unit building. Police evacuated about 30 apartment residents, some of whom are being sheltered at the Holy Family Church in Glendale. I'm Wade Douglas.
This is news from American Contemporary Radio. I'm Bob Hart. Earthquake shake Hawaiian volcano. Details on that story in 60 seconds.
Heaven sent when you're reaching out to see what life's about. Heaven sent when you want to share your views with someone new. And when you don't know, you really don't know how the world should go. La da 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 da, you can say what's meant with heaven. A fragrance full of rain-washed breezes, of poems waiting to be written, a scent so full of gentleness and dreams, it says what you have no words for. This Christmas, heaven-sent gifts from Helena Rubinstein come with their own beautiful poems. Heaven Sent at Helena Rubinstein counters everywhere.
2 earthquakes, big ones, shook the ground this morning around the Kilauea volcano on the island of Hawaii. So far, there are no reports of any casualties, but the quakes buckled roads, sunk boats, and knocked out electricity on Hawaii. We asked ABC's Stan Harter in Honolulu if the Kilauea volcano itself has erupted.
There has been an eruption. They're seeing the glow all over the Big Island, and this must be probably around Halemaumau Crater or the southeast flank of Kilauea, but I haven't got any pinpoint information on where it is. Naturally, where the eruption is, it's uninhabited. And the type of eruptions that we have here in Hawaii are the type that people run to and not away from.
Harter says police are evacuating coastal areas of Hawaii Island just in case more earthquakes trigger a tidal wave. 5 people were slightly hurt this morning when 2 small bombs exploded in the main terminal building at the International Airport in Dublin, Ireland. 2 of the injured are Americans, identified only as Mary Miko and her daughter Linda of Pennsylvania. Dublin Airport was closed down as police and Army soldiers searched for more bombs. President Ford took off this morning with wife Betty and daughter Susan on a trip to China. The Fords stop over in Alaska tonight. They're due in China Monday. The president says he's out to foster mutual understanding with the Chinese. The Federal Aviation Administration says the American Airlines jumbo jet that nearly collided with a TWA jet over southern Michigan last Wednesday may have just missed hitting another plane a few hours earlier at Chicago's O'Hare Airport. An air traffic controller says the American Airlines jet came within 500 feet of another plane as both were landing at O'Hare. Reports in Madrid today say King Juan Carlos is on the verge of ousting nearly all members of the Spanish government and replacing them with more liberal politicians. Juan Carlos has been Spain's king for a week now. The Dallas Morning News quotes former Texas Governor John Connally as denying that he might lead a third-party bid for president next year. Connally was quoted earlier as saying he might launch a third-party bid. It's called Woman School, and its aim is teaching women almost anything they want to know and helping them get college credit for it. More on the Woman School from ABC's Bettina Gregory.
When Elaine Sharp founded the Women's School here in New York, she had no idea it would succeed, but it has. Now in its second year, the Women's School has over 1,000 students signed up for courses ranging from the self-confident home mechanic to survival and marriage. Sharp says the Women's School is successful because it's unique.
The idea of the school was to go beyond the stage of rhetoric and to provide courses that were not being offered in conventional college programs.
Several colleges in the metropolitan area offer credit for women's school courses, but Sharp emphasizes the school is not involved in the women's movement.
We are trying to cater to all types of women. I mean, I could very, very easily conceive of a course saying, or dealing with how to stay home in suburbia and have some dignity.
Sharp hopes the Women's School will expand into the suburbs next year. Bettina Gregory, ABC News, New York.
This is ABC Contemporary Radio.
4 people have escaped serious injury after their light plane crashed and burned on the Pomona Freeway in Diamond Bar. A Highway Patrol spokesman says the plane left Long Beach Airport on a flight to Las Vegas, but it developed engine trouble, was attempting to return when it was forced down. Meantime, authorities are searching for a light plane carrying 3 people, which reportedly went down in the Big Bear area. An FAA spokesman says the single-engine plane, piloted by 60-year-old John Clute of Pasadena, was on a ferry run from El Monte Airport carrying Don and Marge Nabecker, both in their 70s, to their Big Bear Mountain cottage. A disabled veteran was stabbed to death in Inglewood during the night, apparently by robbers. Police say the victim's wallet, some cash, and a watch were found near the body in a front lawn on West 112th Street. 35-year-old Stanley Jennings was listed as a patient at the VA hospital in Brentwood. He'd been visiting his parents in Inglewood. Police are seeking 2 men in connection with the kidnapping and robbery of an L.A. man. Police say the victim, Richard Hernandez, went to the Southgate branch of the Security Pacific Bank to make a large deposit. Officials say when he arrived at the parking lot, he was accosted by a man who forced him back into his own car, picked up a second man, later dropped Hernandez off in downtown Los Angeles. UCLA nearly fumbled the Rose Bowl away to Cal last night, but the Trojans of Southern California couldn't take advantage of 9 Bruin turnovers. The result, a 25-22 win for UCLA. A showdown with number 1 Ohio State January 1st. Meantime, the Lakers knocked off the Buffalo Braves 126-105 last night at the Forum. In college basketball tonight, UCLA begins defending its NCAA basketball championship under new coach Gene Bartow against number 1 ranked Indiana in St. Louis. I'm Wade Douglas. L.A. weather mostly sunny today and tomorrow, but cloudy and windy at times. A high today near 60, a little warmer tomorrow. Currently at the Civic Center, it's 50, in the Valley, 51. Orange County, 55. Riverside, 45. 46 in San Bernardino. And here in Hollywood, it's 51 degrees on KIIS, AM and FM, Los Angeles.
10 o'clock. Chris Eric Stevens for Jay. How you doing? KIIS with Chris Eric Stevens for Jay on a Saturday at 10:04. Rock my socks. I can't believe it. Sun is shining. It's a little chilly out there. It's kind of a nice morning, though. Nice and crisp, for the weekend to get out there and do whatever you want to do.
You can always count on Safeway to bring you quality. Count on the Safeway experts for value that's guaranteed.
Safeway pre-ground coffee. The 1-pound bag, only 99 cents. Hang on, I'll get my mouth working at a second here.
Whatever it is you're shopping for, the experts know it best.
Prices apply in Los Angeles, Orange, and Ventura counties only.
When you got to a certain age, your body suddenly broke loose with skin problems, awkwardness problems, and underarm odor. Well, most of these problems eventually went away, but for the rest of your life, you still have perspiration odor. Sure, there are deodorants, and most of them contain aluminum salts and chlorhydrates that can help prevent odor. But they can also sting your skin, stain your clothes, and clog your pores. But now, there's a new deodorant that works with one of the purest, most natural ingredients there is, baking soda. This new deodorant is called Arm & Arm. Arm & Arm by Helene Curtis is the first spray deodorant with baking soda, that pure earth substance that keeps things fresh and odor-free naturally. Arm & Arm works without harsh chemicals, so it can't sting, stain clothes, or clog pores. New Arm & Arm, the first spray deodorant with baking soda, for men and women who want a natural solution to a natural problem. Arm & Arm.
KIIS-FM.
Cold as ice, I'm over my head. Oh, but it sure feels nice. You can take me anytime you like. I'll be around if you think you might love me, baby. Oh, and hold me tight. Your mood is like a circus wheel. You're changing all the time. Sometimes I can't help but feel that I'm wasting all of my time. mine. So right now it's time to tell you, don't love me for fun, girl. Let me be the one, girl. Love me for a reason. Let the reason be love. Don't love me for fun, girl. Let me be the one, girl. Love me for a reason. Let the reason be love. Ooh, baby, I'm just a little old-fashioned. It takes more than a physical attraction. My initial reaction is, honey, give me love, not a facsimile. Oh, don't love me for fun, girl. Let me be the one, girl. Love me for a reason. Let the reason be love. Don't love me for fun, girl. Let me be the one, baby. Love me for a reason. Let the reason be love. Don't love me for fun, baby. Let me be the one. Love me for a reason. Let the reason be love. Don't love me for
KIIS with Chris Eric Stevens for Jay. That's the Osmonds and Love Me for a Reason. Before that, you heard the Fleetwood Mac at Over My Head. It's 10:12 on a Saturday morning.
Put a pair of Levi's on your feet.
Get 'em on.
Your legs ain't never gonna feel complete without a pair of Levi's on your feet.
Get 'em on.
Make the Levi's look complete.
Get 'em on.
Levi's complete.
Get 'em at a jeans place, a shoe place, someplace. Just get 'em on.
Levi's for feet.
Get 'em on.
It's very clear.
The 1976 Toyota Corollas have even made a hit with this gentleman, a bionic man. You're actually part machinery.
Everything but the part I sit on and the sparkle in my eyes.
Yeah, why did you purchase a 1976 Toyota Corolla?
I can communicate with this automobile. When I sit down, I got comfort.
Yeah.
When I drive, I got precision craftsmanship, efficient operation, and durability. Not for a year.
The mileage figures would tend to bear that out. In 1976 EPA tests, the Toyota Corollas got up to 36 miles per gallon on the highway and up to 20 miles in the city.
Together we're...
Remember, these mileage figures are estimates. The actual mileage you get may be different.
Our love is...
So being a miracle of modern technology yourself, then, you really like your 1976 Toyota Corolla.
No, I love my Toyota Corolla.
Oh?
We're engaged, you know.
Get your hands on a Toyota, you never let go.
Hold on to your car very tight. If you're going out for a drive today, it's really going to be perfect. As a matter of fact, LA weather is saying sunny skies for the weekend, but going to be a little windy and cool during the afternoon hours. A little cloudy overnight, warmer for tomorrow. At Civic Center now, it's 52 in the Valley, 54. Orange County's got 55. Beaches, 53. Here in Hollywood, 54 degrees.
Standing in the dark, where your eyes couldn't see me. Well, I had to follow you, though you did not want me to. 'Cause I won't stop my loving you. I can't stay away, blaming it all on the nights on Broadway, singing them love songs, singing them straight to the heart, wrong, blaming it all on the nights on Broadway, singing them sweet sounds to that crazy, crazy town. Now in my place, there are so many others. Standing in the line, how long will it stand between us? Well, I had to follow you,
Bite this.
You've got to find the good things in life for yourself. And when you find them, you want them to last. Take Wrigley Spearmint Gum. It's got a flavor that lasts. And you'll like that. You'll like the big, long-lasting flavor of Wrigley Spearmint Gum. The flavor stays with you. And I like that. It's got a big, long-lasting flavor, and I like that.
I like that. I like that.
Whatever you're doing, it's always for chewing, and I like that. You'll like the big, long-lasting flavor of Wrigley Spearmint Gum. The flavor stays